one, we can only hope for another classic like those. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be calling a hot route. Going right to work up top. Finds his tight end. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The ball is right at the 10-yard line. It's first and goal. They're looking for the first touchdown of the day. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Time to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Auburn! How about this defense taking one back to the
defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's talk about Alabama. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go.
There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got a man. It's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great role.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. it's Edwards. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Alabama quickly back to the line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing
He's got it along the sideline.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. On the ground with the counter. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground, it's Cobb. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. On to attempt the try.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Horton. Ripping through the defense. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for points.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They think there's room to run to the right here.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Plucks it out of the air. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. Barges ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Singleton.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finding open areas. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it on the move. And he zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Simpson. Gets it out quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Finds his man, it's Williams. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brings into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know, in this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Touchdown, Alabama! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking to throw. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The snap sets up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Power football with the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock with the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. The give. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Finds a tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw again. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's going to take it all away. Touchdown, Tigers.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's initial first thought process, but then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. That's reeled in. It's Hale. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Adams. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Simpson. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it, fighting off the defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, making look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that
one. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Trying to take it back. Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sporting event, and the toilet paper will fly at Toomer's Corner. The Eagles will fly, and it is an orange and blue game as Auburn takes down the Tide in the Iron Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.